Alright, we are back as Player Talk Radio. It's DJ Kuda at the helm of today's show. I am your engineer. Let's get it, man. We're going to get into today's game. We're going to be talking about frame control. This is part 2 of the first series. So, let's get it.
You're now in the mix with the young DJ Kuda.
Tonight we gonna be going in.
On the ones and twos.
Shout out.
Let's get it.
On Player Talk
to
Radio.
I Wayne, man. Shout outs to I Wayne. We throwing it back, man. We doing a throwback reggae mix on today's show. Let's get it. It's Player Talk Radio. Let's get it.
Said she flirt with her boyfriend, virgin him have money and bling, so she go bed with him. Catch disease, now it started spreading. She start to seek penicillin, she's dying. Mercy please, for life she begging. When she hears her to the mark, she heading. Says she broke out at the age of 7, strip dancing before she reached 11. One man can satisfy her, she needs more wood for the fire. Sex price getting higher, and more money she require. Oh, score and land she desire. So from the prostitution work she won't retire. Flames and fire, sunny spoon, burn the flesh seller and the buyer. Says she want a man to take her to the movies, then another set to buy her pearls and rubies. Says she no care about cuts and bruises, that's just the way she chooses. Says she needs a man to bring her autumn, summer, winter, spring cash. Carnival, splash and sling cash. New hairstyle, nails and bling cash. She's doing business, just bring cash. One man can't satisfy her, she needs more wood for the fire. The sex price getting higher, some more money she require. Oh, score and land she desire. So from the prostitution work she won't retire. Flames and fire, burn the sex seller on the fire. Says she buy her bleaching cream to get well brown, plus her chicken pills so she well round. Says she ready for try the L zone. Says she sexy pager and cell phone. She no know the maths, English nor the spelling so fine. All she know morning or evening selling time. See the now, look what happened. Soft like a cotton, flesh start to rotten. One man can't satisfy her, she needs more wood for the fire. The sex price getting higher, some more money she require. Oh, score
You're now in the mix with the young DJ Kuda.
So from the Tonight we gon' be going in.
Let's get it.
On Player Talk Radio.
Burn the flesh seller and the buyer. Say she no care who her boyfriend virgin him have money and bling bling, so she go bed with him. Get disease, see it now it started spreading. Start to seek penicillin cause she's dying. Mercy please, for life she begging. When she hears up to the mark she heading. Says she broke out at the age of 7. Now she's strip dancing and she's just 11. One man can satisfy her, she needs more wood for the fire. Said the sex price getting higher, and more money she require. Oh, score and land she desire. So from the prostitution work she won't retire. Flames and fire, burn the flesh seller and the buyer. So one man can satisfy her, she needs more wood for the fire. The sex price getting higher, some more money she require. Oh, score and land she desire. So from the prostitution work she won't retire. Flames and fire.
Alright, this Player Talk Radio. We are in the building. Alright, we are in the building, man. This Player Talk Radio. Okay, man. We are about to get back into the business, man. Shout outs to AFSoft, man. Go check out his channel. That's AFTSOV. Go subscribe to that brother. Go subscribe. God damn. So listen, man. We're talking about frame control on part 1. And we were talking about your sense of reality. And also, you know, these are things that you believe in. And, you know, these are, you know, they could be standards and things that you stand on, or, you know, principles and things like that. And we're talking about, you know, you having a strong frame. And with having the strong frame, you have to learn different things like frame control, or what is a frame. Because in this dating game, what you'll realize is that you'll be outspoken. And your style and how you date and how you do things, you will be outspoken. And a lot of the things that you say and speak of will be outspoken. For example, for me to start a podcast show, and for me to have people that actually like me and want to listen to what I have to say and things like that, I have to employ the same type of shit. Damn near. To articulate myself, to be outspoken, and it's up to you to like that, me being outspoken and fuck with me. The same way it's up to you to approach a stranger, talk to them, and then let them know that, you had to be outspoken to really approach them and speak to them and fuck with what they had to say. It's the same shit. So a big part of this game is realizing what type of game you're playing when you're playing. And that will lead you, the awareness of that will lead you into other things like timing and things of that nature. And when you're paying attention to the game and what you're actually doing, you live in a stronger sense of reality. You have more frame. And you control the frame because with this knowledge of this stronger sense of reality, you have leadership. You have direction. You know where you are and how to navigate the the surface and the landscape. And the thing about it is that you want to stare at it from a more intelligent perspective, because these open doors, this will lead you to having the kind of things that you want. And you will know how to apply certain things because, the dating game is a war zone. It's a war zone. And you have to know the terrain. You have to know how to bring things to your turf to dominate. Or, vice versa. Or when somebody is applying that to you, knowingly or unknowingly. And it is a muscle. Being around women, understanding what you're going to do, having different standards, fucking with them on your own term, doing different things, are going to develop this muscle for you. Being around difficult women will give you the key to unlock regular women. And having these experiences will generate confidence. And a lot of times confidence comes with familiarity and being familiar with a certain subject or certain circumstances and understanding how to conduct yourself and react. So, these are keys to the game. To the game. And these are things that you have to have knowledge of. Don't necessarily have to apply it, but knowing of it is at least a start. So let's get it. Iron Man rules of Tomasi. Afsoft Iron Man rules of Tomasi. Rule number 1. Let's get it. Get into the game.
For the sake of victory.
The Iron Rules of Tomasi. 9 powerful principles for navigating the sexual marketplace. Written by Rollo Tomasi of The Rational Male. iron rule number 1, frame is everything. Always be aware of the subconscious balance of whose frame in which you are operating. Always control the frame, but resist giving the impression that you are. An iron frame is absolutely necessary in order to become a powerfully charismatic social expert. If you want to become charming, alluring, and be able to move crowds, you need to learn frame. In order to fully understand, let's shine a light on the mysterious concept of frame. Visualize yourself in a bubble. The exterior of your bubble is your frame, and it's what holds you together, much like how a picture is held together by a wooden frame. The interior of your bubble is everything you have power over. Your actions, your words, and your thoughts all create your personal narrative, your personal painting, or your frame. When two frames collide, you get a frame battle, which is waged to define what the frame is. To paraphrase what TRP endorsed contributor Auvergne stated, what we call the frame is the agreed understanding of a human interaction. The frame is not an aspect of the individual, but rather something which you can set, impose, accept, relinquish, rebel against, or more importantly, reframe through frame control, which is all about your talent at influencing others. When you are able to control the frame, you draw people into your frame. Maintaining power over your reality, dominating your world, and influencing others, that is all known as frame control. Now, I know I've said the word frame a ton, but it's a legit scientific phenomenon derived from interpersonal psychology. To quote Rollo Tomasi, it's the conscious or subconscious, mutually acknowledged personal narrative under which people will be influenced or act. A perfect example of a battle over frame control is the classic case where a hot girl says, "Can you buy me a drink?" To which you answer, "No, but you can buy me a drink if you want." You want to get laid, right? So what you'll need to do is change the frame from "she is more valuable than me" to "I am more valuable than her." Your skill at controlling the frame of the interaction will be a determinant in the success or failure of your seduction attempt. Tomasi also states that just because a woman is attracted to you does not mean she is ready to enter your reality. This is why women psychologically evolve to shit test, to verify the legitimacy of a man's frame. You may think you're a really cool guy, but you may be short or some dumb shit like that. Then you meet a hot chick that you know you want to fuck. She's kinda into you too, but wants to see if you're the real deal, so she shit tests you with a "ha ha ha, you're so sweet, but I don't like short guys." What will you do? Does your frame shatter like a beta faggot? Do you start stuttering cause that hot girl just insulted you? Or do you know you're the shit, realize she's just another silly little girl, and you respond with, "Height doesn't matter when we're both laying down"? Maintaining frame is often cited as the most important aspect of alpha behavior. An amazing modern example of frame control is this clip of Trump. Now, you may not like the guy, but his ability to reframe the narrative and impose his frame is immaculate.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
No, it wasn't. Your Twitter account...
Thank you.
Okay, I would like to say whole time that's what her ass get, because for real, she tried to like get at this man like a judge. She tried to, like, her tone was like out of judgment. "You have called such and such and such and such and such." Boom, bangs, gavel. It's like, nah. He's like, "Only Rosie O'Donnell." One small little statement, halfway in between her words, just nullified all of her shit. Nobody gave a fuck. And then she replied in between. So you have to read the interaction. She replied in between and didn't have no effect. And if you look at her face, she was smiling too. So she really wanted this motherfucker right here.
Did you see her face after that display of frame control? I want you to go back. Look at her face. Look at her lips. She's trying so hard not to smile, and you know that pussy moist. Always make sure to understand whose reality in which you choose to operate in. She tried to frame Trump as hating all women, and he reframed it as only hating Rosie O'Donnell. That comment overshadowed everything. Another quote from Rollo Tomassi states, "Ideally, you want a woman to enter your reality. Her genuine, unnegotiated desire for you hinges upon you covertly establishing this narrative for her." Men with overwhelming social proof, like celebrities, have little difficulty in establishing frame. A woman already wants to enter their world. You and I might not be Brad Pitt, but by playing to our strengths and personal conditions, we can still fuck hot bitches. Simply be in a position to be seen as the best in what you do. I fucked runway models by reciting poetry on stage and receiving standing ovations. Rollo Tomassi lived like a rock star. Discover and establish your frame. It's either your frame or her frame. Do you feel like you're being led on or being made to wait for sex? You're operating in her frame. Are you in the friend zone? Did you accept a let's just be friends rejection? Then you literally walked right into her frame. You gave up all your power and you said, well, my idea of how this relationship should go doesn't matter, so let's go with your relationship plan. Nice guys are the ones who sneakily do this, thinking, oh, if I'm nice enough for long enough, eventually she'll have sex with me. Serious case of one-itis, dry pussy, and no abundant mentality. She didn't accept or enter your frame? Fine. Do not enter her frame. If you want to have sex and a woman says no, respect her decision and go meet another woman who will say yes. A man who loves and values himself will never agree to being platonic friends when their intention is sex and romance. A man of value knows it's demeaning to stick around in the friend zone as a gay male girlfriend, a therapist, or a backup partner. It's kind of hard for blue pill men to grasp that they can and should exert frame control in order to establish a healthy relationship. This is hardly a surprise, considering the belief was conditioned into them by popular media or culture that the feminine reality is the normalized framework of reality. Men are expected to sacrifice themselves for women. Think about it. Ladies first, never hit a girl even if she's hitting you, save the women and children. Bitch, if my boat is sinking, you best believe I'ma get on that life raft and shove you off if I have to. Now, that may have been a drastic example, but the point is, men, start to put yourself and your needs first. How many of you know a guy in a long-term relationship where the woman is the authority? The man has to seek the wife's permission to do something. He's grateful when he is allowed sex and TV. These guys treat their women like their mothers. No wonder they get cheated on and dumped. It is vital to the health of any relationship, especially sexual ones, that a man establishes his frame as the basis of their interactions. Your woman may fight it to the teeth, but ultimately your leadership is what that woman instinctively craves. If you want to master frame and have healthy sexual relationships, the first step is to rid yourself of the preconception that women control frame by default. They don't, and honestly, they don't want to. That means it's up to you, gentlemen, to be the leader and establish a strong frame. You will enter her reality, or she will enter yours.
Hey, that's some real shit. That's some real shit. Did y'all catch that? Shout outs to AppSoft, man. God damn. Let's get into some more game from Avsoft.
All for the sake of victory.
The Art of Manipulation. 5 ways women try to manipulate men. You are a man. You are the only creature on this planet fit to accomplish anything of worth. And because of that, the rest of the world will always try to twist your mind or twist your arm, to force you, by deception or threat of imprisonment, to accomplish their goals instead of your own. Learn to recognize when this is happening and take back control of your life, so that you can do the things that you want to do. Human Sock Puppet. Some types of force are for your benefit, some are not. But they are known, and you have the tools to deal with them. Women don't have force. Women have manipulation. We'll talk about it in shorthand as womanese.
Now, we talked about this on the show, how men are the masters of the physical realm and women are the masters of the mental realm. Men are the masters of the physical realm because it's but so much words that me and another man gonna have with each other before we're fighting. Whereas women, they claim men are so strong and, oh, God, y'all have 30% more strength than us. Don't hit a woman and all this other shit. And what happens is they know they can't match up physically. And they expect you to know that, and they expect you to restrain yourself and stuff. And you should know that too as a man, that principle. Not saying that you shouldn't, but and not promoting violence or anything like that. But for them to communicate with us and get what they want, they know they can't be physical. And men, we respond to physical. So you have to understand that they had to take another route, which was the mental, which was words, what you say, how you speak. This is why you have to have an eloquent mouthpiece, or you have to know what you're talking about, or have some leadership and some physical behind it too, to show her what's going on. This is why you have to tighten up your mouthpiece and know how to speak or say things or try to articulate yourself. And how you do this or demonstrate this will lead to your success. You speak their language. So he will explain this.
To use the correct combination of words, body language, and tone,
Right.
in order to elicit an action in men for their benefit. The same way one lifts weights,
Manipulation.
practices at the shooting range,
101.
and learns the law, one needs awareness of womanese. You need to be aware, as the best manipulation is one that makes you think you're in control. There are 5 ways in which a woman can both cede control and maintain control. 5 techniques used to get a man to acquiesce. The 5 main categories are anger, ego, shame, wounding, and frame shifting. These are the 5 pillars of manipulation. Pillar 1, anger. When another man is angry, the first thought that man has is, will I win a fight with this guy?
Physical reaction.
If yes, you don't have to change. If no, will you be able to fight well enough to deter him from trying? If the answer is no again, you do your best to acquiesce. Maybe it's an apology, maybe it's agreeing to his demands, or following that law straight to the letter. It's an agreement between men. If civility breaks down, at some point, the threat of violence becomes real. As the old saying goes, a polite society is an armed society. If you know you can lose, you can acquiesce, you can surrender. If you know you can win, but it's going to cost you, you can still disengage. If you don't know either way, you remain civil. When a woman gets angry, you don't have those same assumptions. It takes your hardwired instinct to surrender and uses it to her full advantage. There's a depressing set of comics, goes by the name Marriage is Bliss, that covers the concepts of a guy beaten down by his wife's anger very well. Are you walking on eggshells? Are you afraid of your woman turning off the sex tap? When push comes to shove, you have that same inner thought. Cannot win a fight. I will not be able to fight back hard enough to deter them from doing that. And so you surrender. You incentivize her. About incentives. They encourage more of the same behavior. So the more of these fights you back down from, the more of these fights you refuse to engage, the more of these fights you surrender, the more strength it gives for the next time a good tongue lashing is in order. This is one of the rules of the red pill. Reward good behavior, don't reward bad behavior. In this case, by surrendering, by giving her what she wants, you're just encouraging her to do it again. And you do this because you don't see your options. You do this because you're looking at her like an equal, but with the benefit of a woman. You've turned this 120-pound vagina fairy into Andre the Giant. You know there's no way you can use violence against her and win. So you hamstring yourself right from the start because you believe the lie. Don't. Men and women are not equal. Realize she will get angry because it's worked so well in the past. When you ask yourself who will win in a fight, you change the frame. There is no fight. It's a little girl. If a 4-year-old called you a poopy face, what would you do? Drop kick her through the door? Give in and do what she says? Or would you laugh, rub her on the head, and get back to whatever it is you were doing? Unless you're some sort of autist, I'd bet on the latter. Please leave a comment, live victoriously, and subscribe.
Real shit, man. Shout outs to Afsoft, man. Alright, let's get into the show. Player Talk Radio. Let's go.
You're now in the mix with the young DJ Cuda.
Tonight we gonna be going in.
On the ones and twos.
Let's get it.
On Player Talk Radio.
Alright, so look, we are in the building. We're gonna get into a little bit of Patrice O'Neal. Let's get it. We're gonna get into the mix.
And
why you got a nice truck and a nice house for you? No,
that's not.
Dude,
No.
You can live in a fucking. You can live in a 1-bedroom nice house.
Now let's think of why you do things like that.
Yeah, but when I was
part of it is
when I was living with like a college kid with no money, I did just fine. So.
Yep. Just fine.
No, I mean
for pussy.
Let's talk about frame control.
You made your bed up.
Hell fucking no, I did.
You washed your dishes.
No, I didn't.
You had your own place.
Yeah.
Good enough for college. Fuck it.
Oh, well, I mean, in college you always have roommates. No, I didn't have my own place.
But you had a place you could take the bitch?
Yes.
Okay. And in the standard...
I had fucking dishes that grew shit on them.
But the standard is different, though. College girls are different from grown-ass women. When as a man, as a Renaissance man, you have a pool for you. That's great.
Yeah.
But that pool for real? For just you? No.
Patrice, I have to disagree a little bit. I didn't have to buy shit to get pussy.
No, I'm not saying...
And I didn't have to have nice things.
Alright, so the frustrating part is, and I know what Patrice is saying, but what you guys probably don't know, and let me say it, so you'll see what he's saying, where he's coming from. Fellas, half the shit that you buy is to impress the opposite sex. Don't argue with me, do not. I can prove it. I got receipts. Half the shit you buy is to impress the opposite sex. If you went to the bar and buy that beer, you went to the bar to go get liquid courage and confidence to walk over to that woman and say what you had to say. You bought that beer damn near to impress the opposite sex. Them jeans you got on, yeah, you bought it to be comfortable and look pretty nice and decent. But why are you looking pretty nice and decent? To attract the opposite sex. Oh, you got a nice car. Damn, that is a really nice car. Damn, it got some horsepower. Yeah, it's fast. Damn, yo, you swagging, you doing your thing, you got your little whip. Damn. That is to impress the opposite sex. Well, you have some nice shoes. What's the one most accessory a woman can't have enough of? It's shoes. Women can't have enough shoes. They love shoes, whether it's man's shoes or women's shoes. You are impressing the opposite sex. Them clothes in your closet are to impress the opposite sex. You being comfortable in those clothes are for you to be comfortable enough that if you see the opposite sex, you will approach. That's your style. When you have a style, your style is still there to impress the opposite sex. And many more material things. Let's get it.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you have to.
Right.
I'm saying men do these things for the flash and the peacocks thing. Why not
The animalistic
drive?
thing?
Why not drive a shitty car?
I did for many years.
But you didn't when you didn't have to.
Right, because I fucking wanted a car that had heat.
Will you fucking stop, motherfucker?
See, now he just bouncing around the actual obvious.
Shit.
There is another side
You wanted
to
a car
this.
with heat? A Prius
I had a
has heat,
shitty
nigga.
fucking car.
Drive
I had
a
no
Prius.
fucking money.
Drive a Charger. You would never do that.
I wasn't.
Norton drives a nice BMW. You think because it has heat? Why would you say that shit?
Huh?
Why would you say that?
I'm being honest.
It's all.
I never thought that I need to buy all sorts of nice shit to get pussy. I'm being completely honest with you.
Wait a
Patrice.
minute. You're not with me on the fact that you need to do those things to get pussy. I'm not saying that. I'm saying what we do is we're inclined to do certain things for pussy, not to get it, but just that pussy
to make
likes
you
us.
more attractive than the other guy that doesn't have that shit.
In general.
Right.
I just didn't live that way. For real.
You innately do
I
it.
don't agree with you on this one.
You do. You're just fucking being difficult.
No, I'm not.
You being difficult. To say that, hey, man, I wanted a nice car for you. It's an instinct.
I didn't. Well, then I can't argue if it's an instinct, but that's not what I was thinking when I'm walking around looking for a car.
Let me ask you
First
this.
of all, the car thing sucks too because I just was never a car guy.
Do you think being you helped in the past?
What do you mean?
You think being Opie helped in the woman department? You would have got pussy as Gregory.
Shout outs to Anthony and Opie.
I was 12 years old. But I was doing fine for myself before I had any type of
answer.
thing.
I mean, Ope, the fucking radio guy. I'm not saying you couldn't have got pussy because of that, but don't you think being Ope...
Dude, I swear to you, not much of a difference. And that is my God-honest answer.
I wish I had some
hot
coffee
swear
so I could just throw it out.
I'm telling you the God's honest truth.
I'm not saying you needed to be that I'm saying being...
Did it help?
Being what you are, some of it.
Not noticeably.
None of anything has to do with girls. Ever. None of it.
Right.
None of the radio. No cars, no nice houses, no nice shoes, no nice haircuts had anything to do with a bitch.
I still don't have nice... Look at my shitty
Because
shoes.
you're a fucking millionaire guy who... It's cool to be... White guys think it's cool to act bummy.
Oh, my God. But this is just me.
I didn't say
I'm dressed in the same way that I did before I got money. I don't know. I'm being honest with you.
I'm trying to think of what I wish my superpower was right now.
No, Patrice,
stop him.
Patrice, I lived in a shitty... Hold on a minute. I lived in a shitty apartment until 2 years ago. I was making a lot of money, and I was still living among mice and cockroaches. It was stupid on my part, but I didn't give it a thought. I liked where I live. I liked the location. I just stayed there.
We are... Do you understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I'm not saying it right, because I'm not saying you're doing it for... There's things you do... You eat at nice restaurants. It just makes you a better man.
It's basic human nature to want to be or have, if you can, things that are a little better than somebody that doesn't have the means to just for comfort, for this and that, or for pussy. It's in there too. But it's like, okay, why did you get a place where you live, and not just some fucking? Why didn't you stay in your apartment, or get an apartment that didn't have rats and
I
shit?
realized there was time to fucking grow up finally.
Well,
and the place was falling apart with floods
I
and
understand.
mice
So
and
why not
cockroaches.
why not get a place that was a lot cheaper than where you're living?
I could have gotten a place that's a lot more expensive too. I don't know. I looked at places, and this is the one I liked. I liked the fucking view. That's it. I bought this stupid place for the view.
Because you know what? Ultimately,
dude, the
view means something as a guy.
I only bought a brand new car last February because there's a lot of people saying I'm full of shit. I had the same car for 7 years, and my wife, she was my wife at the time, is sitting in a seat where she doesn't get her own fucking heat.
Here's what you're missing.
And then finally, after the 4th flat tire in a month, I'm like, you know what? I think I got to get a new car.
You're missing the context. That's what's going on. The context. We're missing something. But because you're defending.
There's a link here.
Yes, there's something missing because you're saying something that I don't. That doesn't matter.
I'm just proud that I was able to do fine for myself without all that money shit. That's all I'm saying.
But fuck the before the shit money shit. Right. Like, we all had to work a little harder for whatever we got, especially as far as, girls go. Right. Back then, we just did. You know something? Ask me, and some people are saying, ask Anthony that question. Sure, I had to work a little harder as a tin knocker than I did as Anthony the radio guy.
When I walked into your house, here's what dudes think. Walking into your house, walking into Obi's, I've never been to Obi's house. Day I go there, walk into this house, here's the thing you think of as a dude. You go, and I got a decent house. You walk in, you go, God damn, boy. Even if you're married and kids, you go to pussy in this motherfucker. You just picture some 25-year-old goofball coming in going, oh, and you go, right, you like that? You like that status, baby girl? You like it? Look at that. Go up them stairs. Hey, matter of fact, hey, Parker, hey, check this out.
Check out the heated floor.
Check this out. Let me tell you.
Go up them stairs.
My girl came a long way, period, but we've come a long way together. When I bought my new place, you know what she almost cried about? My sink came on, and it was one of those fucking faucets that pull off and to rinse the dishes.
To rinse the dishes.
She goes, does it pull? Oh my God. Like, you go, that's right, bitch. I got me pull that motherfucker, and water comes out the refrigerator, bitch. Like, bitches love that shit.
Yeah.
And it's not for the bitch.
No. It's like,
we're missing the context, man.
Yeah, because I could say the same thing. I didn't go looking for a house to go, where is my bitch magnet house?
Right. Yes.
But when you have the house and have this and that, it's like it would make it a lot easier, to go, why don't you come on over and stuff and hang out, and then you're hanging out in that house and not in my shitty fucking apartment.
And you do it for guys, too, because when you got guys that come over, people you respect, that shake your hand and go, man, this is a beautiful house.
There's a pride thing.
There's a pride. It's an everything thing.
And it's a very primal old male thing. That goes way back. Way back. So I have better cave paintings on my walls than you do, motherfucker.
And you're just looking around, and I'm like, but you just go, dude, I have to say, this is a beautiful. When I told you when I came to your crib, I'm just going, this is what an asshole, you get like this because it's dudes. How come you didn't put, like I said, how come you didn't put, I go, why would I fucking say, why didn't you put crown molding?
And I'm like, there is crown molding up there, Patrice.
What the fuck is wrong with me? But that's my way of going, Patrice, inferior, insecure Patrice. Oh, good, a crack on his wall. Why would I fucking do that? Because it's just so good a crack. Good. God damn. Anthony had a roach. Good. Oh, God.
Well, you got the phones lit. We'll start from the top and go to the bottom, I guess. Let's say hi to Mike in Boston. Mikey.
Hey.
Hey.
Boys, here's the problem, right? Patrice, what you don't understand, Gregory is a beautiful man.
Well, thank you.
He doesn't have to work that hard.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
You know, that's how it is.
I don't know.
I'm not. No homo.
All right, thank you. Let's go to Brian in North Carolina. Brian.
Oh,
Hey,
hey,
buddy.
what's up, guys?
Hey.
Oh, I think it goes back to your childhood, and I can relate to this because my mom used to bring home no-frills food from the supermarket, and I almost feel guilty, like, having stuff that was better than my parents were able to give me, even though I know I can afford it.
I have a lot of guilt as far as the amount of money I make now, just because of where I came from, and I'm not doing a. Trust me, I'm not. But it explains myself a little better, and this is, I think, where Ant and I can completely agree with. When I was growing up, I lived in Centerport, Long Island, which is kind of almost upper middle class neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And I was going to school with kids that always had the latest shit, the latest haircuts, the fucking brand new cars when they turned 16, 17, whatever the driving age was back then. And so you figured a way around that to compete with these guys to get the girls.
I totally relate to that. You know, it's like you can only bring your lunch to school so many times with a concrete bag before you realize you need something a little bit better.
I mean, my parents, until I started making my own money, I mean, one pair of sneakers a year, one fucking haircut a year. I had a lot of white boxes in my house because it was all the no-frill shit. And then you go to school and someone's driving in a brand new Beamer, you know, because he turned 16 or 17 years old. It was hard to compete against that, so you had to figure out all this shit.
But I grew up in Wantagh. I can totally relate to that.
Maybe this analogy helps. I'm trying to figure out how I can just...
I hear what you're saying. I just don't agree with it.
Oh, okay.
I only bought a brand new car. It's not even a year old. I had my last car for 7 years.
Look, you're a good-looking dude.
So I wasn't thinking like, oh, I better get a car to keep my status up and keep my, you know.
You're a good-looking dude. You don't know. Matter of fact, here's what I learned over the years. Women ain't us. So, for real, like I said, I've said it many times, if I was my girlfriend, I wouldn't give me pussy if I was her.
Right.
But I'm thinking as a dude. What I'm saying is when, as a man, like what fame is for a man.
So you don't feel like you could get pussy unless you had like some good shit around?
No.
So that's insecurity.
No.
You weren't getting pussy when you had nothing.
Absolutely.
What kind of pussy? Ugly pussy? Good pussy.
Once I realized, as a guy, that women like you for other reasons, because insecurity, yes, physically, I'm not fucking that guy.
Right.
You know? But once I realized that you can talk your way into pussy, that's when pussy problems stop for me.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, as a man, okay, stuff is our pussy. Money is our pussy. Meaning, we're not going to feel like what it has
I think you found the missing link.
to have pussy. Like, being a celebrity, right? And I'm not saying me. I'm saying you, like Jamie Foxx or somebody like that.
Sure. Right.
His fame just keeps him even with a strange pussy. Look at the confidence these bitches have with Tiger Woods because they have a pussy. Tiger is a fucking corporation. He's like GMC. But only being that gives him the same level as them. It keeps them even.
Right,
That's why he's getting these hot girls. Because Tiger's a good-looking dude, but he ain't fucking a stunning-looking motherfucker. No homo. He's a goof for a black and Asian mix. Not a exotically stunning guy. Goofy eyes, going bald, kind of fucking whatever.
Got a weird balding pattern going on.
That's a weird looking little kid.
I noticed that.
But he's a motherfucker in life. So status and money, that's just...
All right, we got it. Let's go to Cody in Indiana. Cody.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey.
I've got proof that you guys, we as men buy shit for pussy. Anthony, am I right? You had a fur coat when you were a kid.
You asshole. My mother bought me that, and I didn't want to wear it. Because Joe Namath wears it. Joe Namath has one just like this. Yeah, Joe Namath is the quarterback of the Jets, and I'm the fucking kid that's going to get my ass handed to me if I go to school in a fur coat, Mom. You dummy. You didn't get it. Holy shit. Oh, did I
How do you
get...
think Letterman's getting 21-year-old twat? He's 9 million years old, man.
Perfect. Perfect example. Yeah.
And he probably could without it. Yeah, you can be the Dos Caggies beer guy and fucking just talk.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But he's
Fair.
just, you know.
All right.
I'm not saying you need these things to get pussy. But if women were like men, you would.
Yeah.
You would. But they're not like us.
That's some real shit. That is some real shit. That is some real shit. So listen. We're going to get into some more game. Thank you guys for kicking this Player Talk Radio, man. We are in the building. Wagwan. 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 Watagwan. Sorry, no, let me stop. But listen, man. Email me at playertalk8@gmail.com. That's playertalk8@gmail.com. And subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Like the channel. Subscribe to the channel. I'm going to start saying this more. Now that, you know what I'm saying, shit is popping off. If you're on YouTube, like the channel and subscribe. Play this shit. Again, get this game. The hell is wrong with y'all? We're going to get to some really good reggae. Bro, I'm about to throw it down on this mix. So we're going to get into the mix. We're going to get into some more game. We're going to close it out, alright? Alright, let's get it. It's Player Talk Radio. Let's go. Shouts to Beanie Man. We about to get it. Watagwan. A big tune for your head top. Let's Player Talk Radio. Let's go.
His blood run about this loaded magnum. Well, the girl them a rush me 'cause them love how me stay. Take a president from to them highway. Inna me mansion them want come play. But I want
You're now in the mix with the young DJ Cuda.
Tonight we gonna be going in.
Let's get it.
On Player Talk Radio.
I get me one pick a jar inna me bum. Get you one baby wine same time me a pump. No worry girl me a go help you over the hump. The whole sugar cane girl sweeter than the bum.
Player Talk Radio. Let's get it, man. DJ Cuda. Prayers up for that boy Beanie Man. Speedy recovery. Let's get it.
Girl, I spread the rumor, talk about the war. But talk so I make she can't get the ball, please. Girl, about time out, this it no one breeze. Fire the day, I burn up the rice and peas. The microwave melt out the whole of our cheese. But all in me mind, this a girl ya tease. So me nah ease up till the chest start wheeze. So if you not feel just like a beast. No call out the Lord name, but you can't say G's. Till you get weak in your knees. Send them out, let them come. Send the champion them come. When them know say till a man in the dark and I go down. And it better run. Now no time for give me bone. His blood run about this load. Oh yeah. Chop. Y'all you better fret. You don't know where you sat and you don't get nothing yet. How we flying at your head make you go place. This a bet. This a must. What a bet. Feed a bet. You're so wet. No worry yourself, darling. You are still my pet. The nicest fish when me catching a minute. And this is no disrespect. Tell them all of them come, tell the champion them come. When them know that till a man in the back and I go down. Who can stand it better run? Now no time to give me bone. It's flood when you about this load. You got them a real 'cause them love how me say. We take a president from to them highway. No in a me match and them want come play. Woman think me match up and swear say me jump. Me yonder me crackers lighters and me gun. Girl put me to the test and swear me a go flow.
Player Talk Radio.
Make money, make money, make money. But don't buff it. Nah. One today, money don't change we. We are money changer. But if you're this, we are danger. We work hard for the paper. Cause we want big fun and we want skyscraper. Get out, don't bow, don't fuck nobody. Hey, trust in a Father God and walk on your way happy. Hey, no sell your soul, we change a jalopy. Yes, yeah man a rolling a one car well flashing. Ooh, enough bow long time for bust a shit.
Shout out to Mavado.
You're now in the mix with the young DJ Cuda.
Tonight we gon' be going in.
On the ones and twos and twos.
Let's get it.
On Player Talk Radio.
We are money changer. If you're this, we are danger. We work hard for me paper. Cause we want a big fun. And we want skyscraper. No girl can't change me. Me a girl changer. Girls not like my paper. Ask me baby mother Delia. Most girl love me like how them love the savior. The boy make girl take money, turn him in a clown. Girl a box him with the jazz and him can't make a sound. Yeah, we anything last him phone. Big case I must set up our phone. Enough man a pick up garbage man put out. And a pose all around like I him run the town. Me no say nothing enough for them a girl clown. As I just throw money, girl make enough boy go down. Money can't change me. Me a money changer. And me Range Rover. Everything over. I want today. Think that money can't change me. Me a money changer. If them diss me a danger. Alliance. Advance. Money can't change me. Chase cross. Money can't change me. Straight road. Money can't change me. I want today. This is make them know. Money can't change me. Your money changer. Then this be a danger. Golly God.
You're now in the mix with the young DJ Cuda.
Tonight we gon' be going in.
On the ones and twos and twos.
Let's get it.
On Player Talk Radio.
Let's get it. Let's Player Talk Radio, man. We in the building, man. Shout out to Wayne Wonder. Let's get it, man. We are in the building. This Player Talk Radio, man. Let's get into this busy signal, man. Let's get it, man. One more night, man. Shout out to them niggas, man. Let's get it, man. Told you gonna get it on this reggae mix, man. Let's go, man. Y'all niggas don't know what the fuck's going on, man. Let's get this shit. I had to throw it back for my niggas, bro. Hold on.
You know I said I wanna give you some sweet love on the night shift. Later on the night shift. Oh baby, come hold me tight. I'll treat you right, yeah. On the night shift, baby. Yeah. So no man while loving in the night, yeah. Stick the rubber dub under them bedroom light, yeah. She crawl up in me arms like a spider. Body fit in a difficulty where she inside her. Then me introduce her to me money energizer. Loving in abundance, she get as me no miser. She starts sing a phrase like the phantom synthesizer. I go the man in me arms, me squeeze her tighter. I wanna give you some sweet love, sweet love. Oh, baby, come hold me tight.
Now you know you gotta break the game down a little bit more because they might be slow.
Sun gone in, star come out. Moonlight a shine right through your house. Light the candles, my girl, move the couch. Tonight me want hear when you say ooh and ouch. Lock off your phone, no make nobody call you. Busy signal, me nah go biggie smile you. Baby, we making love, let it flow because me nah go stop. I wanna give you some sweet love on the night shift. Later on the night shift. Oh baby, come hold me tight. I'll treat you right, yeah. On the night shift. Let me know, yeah. Give me another chance, baby. Give me another chance, girl. Another try, just one blind. One more night. Give me just one more night. Girl, one more night. 'Cause I can't live without you. One more night. Baby, give me one more night, girl. A million more nights. 'Cause I can't sleep without you. Alright, 'cause every day me say me want you in my life. Come in now off to wake if you know the day by my side. I beg you apply, swallow me pride. Girl, me world so cold without you and me feelings can't hide then. Me remember when you say you need me all day. Make love from the room to inna the hallway, girl. Me no really want to learn the hard way. Me no afraid fi say please girl stay. One more night, give me just one more night. Girl, one more night, 'cause I can't live without you. One more night, baby, give me one more night, girl. A million more nights, 'cause I can't sleep without you. Remember when you miss me, call me and tell me say you want see me. Me never reach in time and you a ball for me. But soon as me reach your doorway, big smile on your face, you lock me down for the whole day. Girl, me no want you to stray, me no want you to leave, me no want you to leave. Baby girl, don't leave me in dismay. Me need you by my side like how the hive need the bees. At least one more night, give me just one more night. Girl, one more night, 'cause I can't live without you. One more night, baby, give me one more night, girl. A million more nights, 'cause I can't sleep without you.
Alright, we are in the building. This Player Talk Radio. Let's get back into some more game.
Phil.
Yo, what's going on, Patrice?
Hey, man. Sorry I left you hanging so long. What's going on, man?
No worries, dude. Mine kind of goes off that other guy, dude. Look, I am always the friend, and the reason is I learned from you, man. You're my hero. I really don't like women, so once I realized that, hey, I actually like this girl, it's too late. I'm already her friend, and I just can't get to the other side. You know what I mean?
Right. Because let me tell you something. I'll explain something to you. I'll explain to you what the animals we dealing with. Women, okay, men want to get. This is just what we want. We want to get pussy and not have to give up time. Women want to get time and not have to give up pussy. So if you're giving away your time like a little bitch, she gonna take it. Now how do you treat a woman who just fucks you without any circumstance? You just go, hey bitch, take your pants down, I wanna fuck you. You go, this bitch is a hoe. This is great.
Fucking right.
I just get to take advantage of this situation. I don't have to give up no time, I have to give up no energy, no flowers. This bitch just comes over and fucks me. Now, after a while, you be with a chick like that, you go, hey, would you fuck my friend? After you tired,
and that's when you go,
and she'll go, yep. And you go, enjoy. Now, if you get a girl that can you come over and help me move my bookcase from the basement to the roof and downstairs again? And you fucking go, all right. Can you put together my entertainment stand and can you slide there's a mouse in the house.
Women fall in love with our friends. Women fall in love with our friends.
There's a mouse.
We do.
And then, wait a minute.
Yes,
and then if you get to abuse that man's time with such impunity, you don't think you're gonna start passing him around like a little hoe? You think you're gonna learn to love him?
I would never loan
You're gonna loan out his time.
No.
Hey, my friend that's flying in from Vegas. She's coming to stay with me. A friend, by the way, that you're not gonna fuck. You're just gonna. I'm loaning out your time because you're a time hoe. Go get my friend from the airport, please. Bring her here. Then you go to your house, and you can't fuck either one of us. Stupid.
What?
Exactly.
No, first of all, usually there's no airport picking up unless somebody's getting some. Like, that's like what a really, really good friend does, or your boyfriend.
Okay, a really, really good friend.
Really good male friend.
I'm not that bad.
That cuddles with you.
So you trying, let me ask you a question, Phil. Are you trying to get out of the situation? Or you...
In general, I think he's talking about it in general.
But now that I realize that I really like this girl and I want to fucking make something of it, now I want to turn it because when I first met her, I didn't realize I fucking liked her.
Tell her you like her. Tell her. That honesty thing.
Wait a minute. Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
He didn't realize
when I first met her, I didn't realize I fucking dug her. Now that I do, it's already too late. I'm already in that evil friends category, you know what I mean?
Okay, ready though? Ready? Here it is. You can't, you cannot play that game, dude. Here's the game. And again, what that means is, the game is you can't be afraid of the loss that you're gonna take.
Yep.
You can't be afraid. You have to know, okay? My girl wanted she wants to move in my house. Now, my girl, she's been around for 5 years. She got a key to my house. She got the thing. I'm not ready for this bitch to be in there all the time. On her period, I don't want her in my house. She has her own house. You go stay in your house on your fucking period.
My God.
Out you fucking go. Now, that could damage the relationship.
Really?
But it's either she's happy, she's in my fucking house bleeding to death every month, or I'm happy with a possibility of her being happy.
Are you human?
My fucking happiness is paramount because let me tell you why. A man's happiness is very, very simple. It's based on it's not based on intellectual shit. It's not based on some metaphysical shit. It's based on gut happiness. We can waste time and be happy. We can daydream and be happy. Now, when we're happy and we have an abundance of it, it trickles down to a more complicated, needy creature who needs shit that she don't even know she fucking needs. So I have to be in compliance and I have to be in tune with your soul to know what is going to make you happy. Now, how the fuck am I going to be in tune to your soul if I'm unhappy?
By talking.
Talking makes me unhappy.
Well, then,
I don't want to fucking talk to you.
Write letters. Some sort of communication.
Hear this
Jesus
shit?
Christ.
They don't know. Phil, they don't. Let me tell you something.
That's some real shit. Oh my God. Boy, y'all better come get some of this game. We dishing it out.
Phil.
We need to.
They don't know what their own happiness is.
Yes, we do.
That's why you got to take control. You have to go, look, I'll figure out how we're going to be happy. I'm not going to let you figure out how we're going to be happy. I am. Because I know what happiness is. Women don't really know.
Why can't you do it together?
Because we can't. Because we... Okay.
Why not?
My girl, another thing, my girl goes, she wonders why she loves me. She goes, you don't love me like I love you. I go, sweetie, why do you love me? She goes, I'm charming. She goes, I'm smart. She goes, I'm handsome. She goes, all these things, right? And I go, sweetie, why the fuck should I love you because I'm charming? Why the fuck is my charm indicative of how you supposed to feel about... I'm not supposed to... It's not mutual because I lay on some heavy shit to make you want to fuck me. Then I fuck you. You gave me nothing in return except for fuck waiting. Fuck waiting is what I was doing. You didn't give me nothing. You kept auditioning me to say, I will fuck him. Once I fuck you, I gave you what I needed to do to get some pussy. You didn't love... Listen... If you love me because I'm charming, why can't I love you because you're charming? You haven't been given charm during that whole process. So I have to teach you how to be lovable.
What?
You hear that, Phil?
I'm hearing
That's some real shit.
You have to teach them how to be lovable because they're not lovable. They're leavable.
Phil, if you really like
so
this
as soon
girl...
as I hang up with you, should I just call her up and be like, hey, I like you, this is what I want?
Yes,
Lay it on the
I
line.
like you.
Yes, you should. And even I agree.
Okay. Who cares what you agree with?
Well, because you're always battling me, saying that like I'm fucking crazy or something. No, I think you should let her know. You have to let her know how you feel, because otherwise the game will continue, and you'll be miserable thinking you're just her friend, and she's going to just treat you like that. If she doesn't know how you feel, that's mostly the problem. We don't know how you guys really technically feel.
Here's the second part of that. The second part of that is if she is not with it, don't be a friend.
Exactly.
Don't let her hold you hostage.
Have to step off.
Exactly.
Don't let her
Phil.
hold you hostage.
Phil, you got three people now. First of all, you got a woman who was saying something completely different 5 minutes ago, by the way.
Oh, no.
Don't think I don't catch
I'm
that
saying
shit.
don't play games.
I'm fucking super...
Why are you looking at a boy with the cute teeth?
I don't know. He's a good friend of mine. Phil, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something.
Right.
And now this particular woman here, this girl in here is fantastic for the show, because she is so powerfully pro-woman, right? And still says the same exact goofy shit that a goofy hoe would say. Women are women, dude. No matter what level they're on. You got fucking the president. You got fucking a resident. You know, anybody. They're the same emotional horse shit. They don't know unless you tell them. So Phil, listen to me, and go in there with a game plan, and you be righteous, nigga. This is another thing. You gotta be righteous. Don't play this game thinking that, okay, if I do this, she's gonna... You have to be so willing, as Dante would say, take your ball and go home. If you can't play, you take your fucking ball, nigga, and leave. And you go home, you sit in fetal position, you eat cupcakes, you do bitch shit, you cry, but you trust me, dude. Your logic will always be superior to her emotions. Do you understand? Let her go, what? She's going to do this. That? Oh, my God, Phil, I can't believe that you would say this to me. No, and you go, sweetie, I feel how I feel. And you walk away. Right. What's she going to do besides go,
I want
Phil,
to be friends.
All right, tell me what you want me to do. First of all, don't you get soft and go,
don't do it in a wuss way.
You
don't
just
be
go,
a wuss about
you
it.
go, I want some ass.
No, you do not say that, Phil. He's insane. Listen to someone. Do not say that shit, Phil.
You
Just be like, look,
say
I like you, okay? Here's the situation. I have these feelings for you. Let me know if you feel it back. If not, I'm out.
Hey, Phil, have you... Okay, ready?
That's good enough.
Instead of cutting her off, I think I'm going to try to fight
Have you been doing that the whole fucking show?
all it needs is a finger, bitch. So, okay. I'm going to ask the people, because your advice is advice we heard on every single shitty show that women power is prevalent.
Right.
Now, Phil, her particular advice just now, have you tried that before?
And you know they gotta hit us with a commercial. No, they gotta hit us with a commercial, so. But that's some real shit. That is some real shit. Pay attention.
Have you tried?
I got turned down, and then I fucking...
She wasn't the right girl for you.
Shut the fuck... Kareth, he's saying that he does it anyway. He does it anyway, Kareth.
Does what anyway?
He does the girl shit.
No, he tells them that I like them.
This
if you're
is-
not with me,
Kareth, you think that I'm leading some Three Stooges man-hating woman club thing? Guys are calling going, dude, I tried it and it works. I'm telling you, because I've tried I'm a fat motherfucker, man. Fat guys gotta smile their way into pussy. I don't want to.
You know what?
I don't want to smile my way into pussy.
We respect when you. It seems like you're putting your feelings on the line, and like if Phil were to say, "Look, listen, I like you. This is what I want our relationship to go," and if you're not with it,
you know what he's doing? He's still.
It is a relationship.
You know what he's doing?
That's a relationship.
Okay, you hear what she's saying?
And I'm still jerking off every night.
Thank you, Phil. Phil, you know what? When you take her advice, here's what's going to happen. And
I said the same thing you said.
Here's what's going to happen when you take Carol's, like,
you wussed it up.
the thing. You give her power still. You still go, it's her terms. You go, look, I would like some pussy.
It has to be part of her terms, because if she doesn't like him, what's she going to do?
But then you take your ball and go home.
Bye-bye. I play at another
And that's
fucking...
That's what he's saying. But he's empowering himself.
She wants you to say it nice.
That's what I'm saying.
She wants you to
Don't
can
be a wuss about it. Don't be a wuss about it. Don't
How
be a
the fuck can he not be a wuss?
There is a very you can do it, Phil. It's possible.
Contradictory Cindy over here. Look at her face. Look at her all despondent. Look at her.
Why did you shut my mic off?
Look at her. Oh, she's getting sweaty. I like her. There's nothing better than seeing an angry girl with giant titties. Look at all embarrassed and mad. Look at her. Don't let her do that to you, Kareth. Girls will be calling in soon, try to fucking help this asshole. I'm only turning it off because you're just talking too much and you're giving bad woman advice. Trust me, Phil. You've been listening. If you've been listening, you know, and it works. Let me tell you, when you get home, Phil, do not make it. And here's the thing. You don't just come out and go, hey, bitch, you gotta fuck me. You have to say, look, you have to logic.
I dig you. This is how I want it to go down.
Yes.
And I don't want it to be platonic. If it's platonic, I'm out.
This shit is, I need some pussy. I have to have some pussy. Ex-girlfriend, long time ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. We weren't fucking. She said, I don't want to get married until, I don't want to get married until I don't want to fuck until I get married.
All right.
So I go, look, I understand that. And she liked me a lot. I guess she thought we were going to get married or something. I said, look, I fuck right now, and I'm not ready to marry you. So I'm not saying that you should be fucking, but I'm saying I'm not going to be fucking.
Oh, man. That's Patrice O'Neal, man. God damn. Good God almighty. As you guys know, he's the reason why I started this show. Let's get it. Patrice says they are never equal.
I'm going to go to Manny in Miami, man. Damn, that T thing. I'm sorry, T, whoever the fuck you are, man.
Not bad.
Go ahead. Manny?
Yo, Patrice, what's up, man?
How are you, man?
I understand what you're saying about women, and, you know, like, I've been an asshole. Well, I kind of still am. And whenever I do meet a woman, and we have, like, a good relationship, even though it's short-term, it comes to a point where she realizes I'm an asshole, and then her friends realize I'm an asshole, and then it just goes all around, and it kind of gives you a bad rep. You know what I'm saying?
No. What do you mean, asshole? What do you do as asshole, man? See,
like, you know,
asshole
like,
ain't... Hold on.
You don't show them, you don't put them on a pedestal. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You don't put them on a pedestal. You don't treat them like the queen or anything. You treat them like, you know, one of your friends, but that you're attracted to, you know, you want to have sex with.
All right, what's one of the principles, Manny? One of the principles of this show, one of the principles, and we're gonna always one of them that's dead. What is steadfast? Steadfast principles is that is your fault, Manny. It's not their fault. It's something you're doing, right? You're not being the right asshole. Because when I say asshole, I mean it in context. I don't mean you hit her. I don't mean you curse her out on a regular basis. I just mean there's a level, because in understanding what they are, they hate being in charge. The queen, that position is second. That's the highest level of position a woman can be in the world is a queen, but she's second as that, and she loves being that. Women don't want to win, they want a winner. They want to look at their man and go, this motherfucker's the shit. That's what I mean by asshole, that she continues to look at you like, fuck, this motherfucker is the shit. Because their drive is to bring you down so you can go coochie coo, I love you so much, so they can be comfortable with how they feel about you. Because I'm going to tell you what it is. We're lovable, and they don't know how to be lovable, but they want love. So they attack and make a motherfucker love them, and then you really don't love them.
I mean, they're not animals. They're not attacking.
Yeah, you attack. You don't know how to be lovable. We do. That's your fault is why women's fault is why relationships are fucked up, because men have to give you something that they don't want to give you right away, but we're willing to do it.
Would you call yourself lovable?
Oh, love, and likability,
I said he's
and charm, likability, and love, that's my vagina. And I'm willing to give it freely. I'm a charm hoe. Hey, baby, what do you need?
A hoe.
What do you need? I am a hoe with my charm. I give you what you want, and then you give me what I want, but what I give you is so much more valuable in the long run. That's why women get fucked up. All right, Manny.
This is why.
By the way, when you asked me about Steadfast, isn't that Oprah's boyfriend?
Stedman. Oh, wait a minute. Let me say this about Stedman. Let me tell you about just what I'm saying about what y'all think makes us attracted to you. If you look at any picture of Stedman and Oprah, now Oprah owns islands.
She owns the
She
world.
owns helicopters.
Yeah, right.
She owns influence. Oprah is a beast, and I don't mean that.
All right, we get it.
In the literal,
thank
in
you.
the literal sense.
She is, but if you look at any picture of Oprah and Stedman, Oprah is always curled up in a ball next to Stedman. She's always in the picture with Stedman. Stedman's never Mr. Oprah. That's what I mean by that arrogance, that thing where she's just like,
madness.
Fucking Stedman, all the dudes that want her, like, she be on there like, Jamie Foxx wants to fuck me, you see this, Stedman, like, I don't give a fuck about that, fuck him. Fucking Stedman! She love that motherfucker. Now watch Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt in pictures.
She's a man-eater, dude.
He is in the picture with her, pushing African babies around. Got one Chinese baby, he's holding on his shoulder, pushing one, and she's like, hello everybody, I'm Angelina. That relationship stinks.
No, that's a wonderful relationship.
Why? Because
I'm joking.
Because she's the boss.
The show.
Women don't like to be the boss. You
That's not
don't.
necessarily true.
You hate, at least in your manhood.
I think some men are a good job of fooling them.
Have you ever been the boss in your relationship?
Yes, that's why she don't get a man.
In all of them.
That's why you don't have a man.
all of them except for which one? The one you're in now, right? Exactly. See what I'm saying to you? Do you see what I'm saying? Do you understand that you got to find a guy that you go, this motherfucker?
What about co-partners?
Every woman wants a strong
not good. No, unless you open a business together, money-wise.
Nobody wants
I'm saying, this is all I'm saying. You know what? And this is, some people might think this is shocking, but I actually do think that I do believe, like, a man takes, let's just say this, I think we have different roles. And I'm not going to get into that whole...
She's going to do it really careful.
What's the role? Go ahead, baby. What's the role?
The man is the man. Say it. That's what you want to say.
You need confuse her, You need me to open that pickle jar, don't you?
No, I think that a lot of with women's empowerment is like, let's be treated equal. But we're not the same being. So why? Yes, I do want you to open a door for me. So I don't want to do that for a man. And I'm not going to do that for a man. So, I mean, like, there are some women who don't want that. And I think when you get into that, like, feminine rights and things like that, women don't discuss that. Like, we do have very different roles. And yes, I do think...
Name a role, baby. Come on now.
And I'm trying to stay away from that.
Name a role. I'm not going to let you just sit here and... right now, you're
okay, I'm trying to be very general. I think we can both...
Spit it out, baby.
Okay.
You ain't going to lose no modeling contract. Spit it out.
I think we can do different... We can both do the same thing. But yes, I do think that it's
I would say I'm free.
You want a strong man that you can submit to without him being abusive. That's what you want.
I would like to just say a man has to be a man and feel like a man in a relationship. And when I said yes,
and who do you think should make a man feel like a man? Whose responsibility is that?
That's a woman's responsibility.
No, it's not.
Yes,
it's my responsibility to make me feel like me. You understand?
That's right. But no,
thank you. I don't need you. I don't need you for anything.
Need some validation because, like you said earlier, that men are so insecure in their pursuit of women because we're trying to, of course, attract as many women as possible. So if a woman rejects you, that's why you have the particular mindset and demeanor that you have now. That okay, in my rejection, I found I get further, or more women are attracted and have a tendency to quote unquote stalk within.
All right, ready? Okay, time out. Time out. Stop the presses for a second. Let me interject. Let me explain something. Let me boil it down to a real easy way to look at it.
So you do look for our validation. And your ego's so
validation. Time out. Patrice, it's more like reaffirmation. Validation to a point is okay, but the happiness, your self-respect has to come from within. It has to come from yourself. If you let another person make you happy, they have the power to take away your happiness too.
And let me explain to you another thing, like in terms of, I think, and I'm serious, dude. Women always get bored with the idea of vagina. You know, they go, oh, do we have to talk about? It's very, very important because you run it. But here's the issue with the vagina.
The other part.
Time out now. If men had something, this is what confuses women and angers them. If men, here's the difference between us and y'all. If men had something on our bodies that we didn't know whether every time a woman talked to us or not, it was genuine. We had to always figure out, what does this girl really want, man? Let's say we all had 20 G's in our pocket. I'm just being hypothetical. 20 G's was like, women go, all men got 20 G's, nigga. So they go, hello, how are you, blah, 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 right? Here's what men would do. Men would go, shit, here, take this 20 G's, because I'm better than this. Take your 20, you want it, I want you to stop trying. I want to give you what you want just to see what you really about. So I don't have to think you lying. So what happens is y'all, and this thing that kills me about women love fucking. They love coming. It's more important for me to be better in the bed than you, because I don't give a fuck. I'm like, shit, lay there like a zombie. I'm going to explore. I know something good's going to happen. But women, you need us to be good. Women need all type of shit from a man. You need us to be good in bed. You need us to be smart. You need all these things to make you, to energize you and be attracted to us. And what do we get in return? Or what do we demand from you in return? And you holding on to it, it's important to us, but it ain't special. It's not special. When a guy comes in, he has to establish himself. Let me tell you, man, I've been in this business 16 years. You YouTube me, I've got a bunch of shit. You've been in the business 7 years, and you've been a distinguished doctor for 25 years?
Yeah.
That's my establishment. Now, when a woman walks in the door, you're already at my level, depending on how pretty you are.
You got an automatic wild card.
There's some women who are as pretty as 16 years in this comedy business and respected. You walk in the building, just because you're pretty, that brings you up to my level. The anger is, the resentment wheel that men have is that, motherfucker, I've been doing what I do 16 years. She come in this motherfucker with a pretty face and pretty eyes, pretty mouth, and think you me? I'm better than you. A lot of guys need, but I say that. Wait a minute, I say that. I say that so that the woman could be attracted to me. You understand? That's where the anger that men have is because a lot of guys walking in the street that don't have a radio show, that don't have the stage, that haven't explored confidence, they're walking around like, I want to love this woman, but what do I do? Because you are choosing. Just because you got a vagina. Just because you got one.
But you can't be mad and bitter at women because we have
That's some real shit.
Why are you mad and bitter at us? Because we got your vagina, which is love, that we take away from you.
I'm not mad or bitter at you.
Oh, shut up.
But don't you see,
But Patrice, don't you see how more interesting this show is?
That's just kids. I love her.
If these were three unattractive women, this conversation would not be as interesting.
No.
It's because they are so attractive that the conversation is even more interesting.
And they are lovely, all in their different ways, man. Lovely women, all in their ways, get men talk to you. And that's another thing why, like I said,
women are not totally aware of the power that they are wielding. They do it innately. It comes innately
that's the
to them.
point. The point is
when
that
they've
you have to explore those behaviors. And you have to explore those and understand those behaviors to get in their head.
But I think your
That's
problem is as
George.
a person.
Hey, huh? Oh, fuck.
You have a problem, I think, as in your personality. I mean, it's like extremes with you. It's no gray area. Like either I'm better or I'm worse. You know, you have a vagina or you don't. Like, what about just people?
That
doesn't exist.
who he is.
I fucked up again. I'm so sorry. Hey, Dustin. I'm sorry about that, dude. Dustin.
It's yo.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, man. You're on the Black Phillip Show with Dante and Jeffrey and Drew and Danny, Carlotta, and I forget her name.
Catherine and Dawn.
Catherine and Dawn. I've been calling her Condoleezza the whole time. Catherine and Dawn. What's up, man? What's going on, bud?
I just wanted to say that, like, I can see it from both sides. I used to be, like, a real nice guy and all, but, like, it wasn't working out for me, you know, girl, you know.
Why now? Wait a minute. What made you think it wasn't working out for you? What happened?
My girlfriend was cheating on me. You know what I mean? Like,
because you know why? Like, how hard was you fucking her?
well,
Like you loved her.
Did you fuck her? Did you fuck her like she was like she was a girl you didn't give a fuck about?
Nah.
There you go.
Well, now
Stop kissing her on the forehead.
I mean, this is almost stupid.
Gotta fuck her like she's a hoe, my man. Don't you ever stop smashing it. Fuck her like you're a caveman killer, but go ahead, man.
But yeah, like, after, you know, a couple of girlfriends, I was just like, I'm tired of this shit, fuck that, you know, and just started, like, I met this one girl, you know, banged her, and then, like, just, like, didn't talk to her for a couple months.
Right.
Started talking, banged her again, didn't talk to her for a couple months, started dating her, and now, like, she's pretty much in my pocket now.
Hold on, baby, because he can hear you. Wait a minute. Hold on, shut up, please. Hold on. Finish what you just, say what you just said again, dude.
She's pretty much in my pocket now.
She's in your pocket. Cause you felt like you fucked the shit out of her and then you just said nice talking to you.
Pretty much, yeah.
What's your problem, ladies? He's in a happy relationship now because he's running it.
Well, can I say this? I don't think you're ever really happy. I think it's about a balance, and Jeffrey can talk, a lot about this. I don't think it's ever about being on one side, being complete jerks, banging women, and then not talking to them the next day.
Wait, let me explain what she did. She did the quote-unquote sign and looked in the air. Go ahead, beautiful.
Or
banging women. This is so beneath me.
Or being what you feel, what he's talking about. Some women are like drooling and pining over them. Neither one of them is good because none of it's attractive for anybody when anyone's at two opposite extremes. But having a balance, like knowing who you are and saying, I want you, I don't need you.
Oh my God! Do you understand? That is a woman's put. Here's a problem. Thank you, sir, for calling it. Here's the problem with women. When do you suspect? Let's say, when do you suspect? What year did we find out pussy was important? You think? The year one.
For me,
as soon as you showed up.
Whenever the beginning of time when somebody found out
that's why he ate
that you go, holy shit.
That's why prostitution
pussy is valuable.
He ate the apple because
Patrice, that's why prostitution is the oldest profession.
It's the oldest profession. Now here's what I think happened. And here's listening to Carlotta, listening to Catherine, and listening to you. Dawn. Dawn's kind of chilling.
Listening to her thinking.
Listen to her thinking.
Right.
What I think is what happened is once men found out, this is how powerful vagina is. I think we found out 20,000 years ago that pussy was important. And women found it out. Like, holy shit, I can get all this niggas rocks or all this whatever was valuable.
I got something valuable here, right? Yeah.
Seashells.
Shells and his rocks.
Whatever was valuable then, and a woman found out, shit, this motherfucker gonna give me all of this for this? You understand? And that was shaving. That bitch's pussy was a mess in the year 1. So what happened is women never, ever progressed. You've never progressed in your game. So men are still 10,000 years behind, but we are steadily trying to catch up to where vagina is and the importance thing so that we can keep our rocks. That's what we're trying to do. But you're staying exactly the same. You're just going through the same mentality, and men are trying to figure out. We are really trying to conquer the vagina.
To figure out how
it's
to get
very
our rocks
important.
off.
But you marginalize how important it is for us. You really, all the things you say is based on you and how you feel and what it should be for us. But we don't give a fuck, Carlotta. I don't care if you can read. You know I don't give a fuck if you can read, because a man, this is why women hate to be number one.
No, some women, men care. There are some men who care about that. If you can't
fuck, Catherine, I don't give a fuck, because I can. I'll teach you. If you can't read, I don't give a fuck. I'll teach you. If you don't know how to read, I'll figure out some shit we can do that you're going to get.
No.
Anything, any of your shortcomings as a woman, based on the fact you got vagina, you'll be all right, because I'm the king and it trickles down. But when a woman, wait a minute now. Tell me the truth.
People need
Carlotta, I'm gonna let you. Hold on. Let me finish. I'm gonna finish the whole thing real quick, and then you respond. When a man has shortcomings, when a man is lower level than you would like him to be, if he's under you in terms, you can't deal with that. You can't deal with uplifting a guy. Not that you don't want to, but it's not attractive. It makes you sick to have to raise a man up.
Why does it have to be over or under? Why can't it be like? Can I just ask
why are so many women with losers though?
No, because it's that low self-esteem thing, and you realize that doesn't last, does it? It always like she comes in, she does a thing, she does this and she does that, but she eventually a chick. I've been a bum guy in 2 relationships, and I realized like, no matter how lovely they were, oh no, I have it, I got it. I didn't have it when I was young. I didn't have it. They had it, Oh, I got you. Eventually, they will go, why I gotta keep paying for the fucking food? I'll never say that.
It's about a balance. It's about a balance. And I understand, I do get what you're saying, because sometimes, I have been in relationships where I do think that it's nice when guys take care of things. I think that I take care of other things, like in other ways, but I hear what you're saying.
What's the other ways? I'm not going to keep letting you just vaguely say something. What's the other ways?
No, listen, and I think it's unhealthy.
I'm curious to hear that too.
Okay,
what's the other ways, Carlotta?
I'm saying, but it's about me even achieving that balance. Like, you shouldn't always have to pay for dinner. Like, sometimes I should. Like, I think it's about...
I don't think you should. I don't think you need to.
Okay, that's your choice, but that's not saying that I'm not offering.
Well, I must say...
And you have to be in a position that if my girl pays for my food...
If I don't have it, that's one thing.
If my girl pays for my food, I know that I'm in a position where she can't hold it over me, because naturally she's going to slowly... Nice watch. Naturally, she's gonna start to go, motherfucker. She knows she paid for. If I go, give me $20, man. I'm gonna say that with that kind of.
Anybody's gonna say that when it's
comfort zone.
I like taking care of women. Don't you like taking care of women?
That's our job. It trickles down from us.
I love that feeling. I like women to feel safe and secure with me. I want them to know that I will take care of them.
But it's about a balance.
I'm not paying somebody's rent.
Let Catherine speak for a second. Catherine, go ahead.
I must say I do agree with you, because it is somewhat off-putting, and it becomes less and less attractive if you are dealing with a man that can't, hold his own weight or be a provider. So I can't sit here and say that it should be equal, yes, on some, because you have to give back in a relationship, but at the same time, I think a man is a provider.
It's never. Let me say this. Let me say this to you. Let me change that word. Let me change that word equal. I'm gonna give you a better word. You have your value, but equal ain't gonna happen.
Well, when I say equal,
we're different.
You have your value.
I'm talking about equal. I was thinking in the context of going out to dinner. Sometimes you should, of course, pay for dinner.
But that's logistics. That's not even the big picture.
There's no such thing as different and equal.
I don't believe in that.
Exactly.
I do believe in that. But I'm gonna say
You
this.
believe in what?
I do believe in equal but different. Okay, but I will say this, that okay, in a lot of majority of the situations, like the man sometimes is making more money than the woman. I'm not talking about if I don't have it. If I don't have it and like you're making more money than me, that's one thing. That's
Doesn't
like,
matter.
That's no.
To me, it doesn't matter to me if you don't have it.
I understand.
To a real dude.
I'm talking about for me, sweetie.
Right.
I'm talking about for me. Like,
And that's what you've been talking about. That is the problem,
You got
Carlotta.
your opinion and I got mine, so I'm just trying to talk to you.
But the world. Do you think the world? Do you think the world?
No, I don't.
Wait a minute. Do you think the world understands women's needs more than a man's needs?
No, but I do. I think it's unfair. I do. But I'm just saying this. When I don't have it.
Wait. Do you? No. There was a question posed. What was your answer
He
to
said,
the
do the society or the world around us understand women's needs more than men's? I'm listening to you. And yes, I do.
Okay.
I actually listen. I know you don't, but I do. No, I'm just joking, but I'm serious. You don't listen sometimes.
She said no at first.
No, but I'm saying that if I don't have it, that's one thing. And sometimes when I don't have it, yeah, pick me up, help me out. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't have it, like hopefully I can help you out too. You know what I mean?
See, but you gotta understand, it's not picking you up and helping you out for us.
It's what we do.
It trickles down from me. That's what I'm supposed to do.
You are a provider. I do believe
And we want to
that.
do it.
Yes,
It makes you
but
feel
I'm not
good to
asked,
do
but
it.
That's part of being a man.
I'm King Patrice, Carlotta. You're Queen Carlotta.
Sweetheart, I understand that, but what I'm saying is, I still would like to offer. Like I'm still gonna offer. Like great, you want to do it?
very nice.
And here's what I said. And here's what I said to you earlier. Here's what I said to you earlier that you didn't listen to. It's not that high. You're just getting high.
You're getting high.
Sweating.
Well, I'm overweight, baby. What's your excuse? Yeah, it's getting hot in there, ain't it?
No,
I want to say something to when you said how do women end up with bums. I think that women who end up with bums, they still think those bums are better than them. Like if you got a woman and she has degrees
in the beginning,
and she thinks he's better because even though he doesn't have a pot to pee in or a window to throw it out of, he doesn't care. So she admires the fact his free spirit, the fact that he don't give a fuck, that he really doesn't care. He has nothing going on and he don't care. Whereas you might have you have your degrees and this, that, and the other, and you're still worried about what's going to happen tomorrow. And that is something to be jealous of. It's something to admire in a man. And so I think
shout out to Dante. That's some real shit. That's some real shit. All right, y'all. Listen, man. We are in the building, man. It's Player Talk Radio. Gotta get out of the building, man. Got some more game to chop up. Got some more episodes to put out. Hopefully you guys soaked it up on today's show. But where me get it from, man? It's the sauce. And the same man that possesses the sauce can get lost in that sauce. Real shit. Alright, shout outs to Chop Screw DJs. Shout outs to the reggae DJs. Email me at playertalk8@gmail.com. That's playertalk8@gmail.com. Shout outs to DMV Bang Bang. If you want to donate to the show, definitely subscribe, like the show, share it, play it in the car, do whatever you need to do. If you want to donate, you can donate via PayPal at CUDAKID, the number 8@yahoo.com. That's CUDAKID, the number 8@yahoo.com. Watagwa. Alright, y'all, we are out of the building. DJ Kuda. Got a lot of shit to talk about. Got some more game coming. And I ain't played this earlier. So shout outs to Tanto, Metro, and Davanti. Let me stop. Alright, y'all. Player Talk Radio. Let's get it.
I want the more, you know, little girl. I want the more, you know, say, oh.
Everyone falls in love sometimes.
You better know, you better know.
I don't know about you, but it ain't a crime.
It's not a crime, it's not a crime.
Everyone falls in love sometimes.
Remember that girl.
I don't know about you, but it ain't a crime.
Hold on, hey. Question I ask. Tell me what you wanna, what you really wanna do. Tell me, baby girl, if your love is really, really true. Tell me what you wanna, what you really.
You're now in the mix with the young DJ Cuda.
Tonight we gonna be going there. Let's get it.
On Player Talk Radio.
Go, go. What in the road, boy, I let you know that.
Everyone falls in love sometimes. I don't know about you, but it ain't a crime.
It's not a crime.
Everyone falls in love sometimes. I don't know about you, but it ain't a crime.
Hey, hold on. Hey, beat. The singer got the key to the Jeep. A wee pretty girl want for me. So tell me what's up before me it in the streets. You see, all 8, 9, 10. The whole of them girl they want to be our friend. And you me really love. Why you want it for end? You have me brains a puzzle. Me can't comprehend. But then again.
Everyone falls in love sometimes.
Whoa, nah.
I don't know about you, but it ain't a crime.
Bam.
Everyone falls in love sometimes. I don't know about you, but it ain't a crime.
Hey, you want me to tell you something, girl? Girl, you have me reminiscing when me remember about the loving and kissing. So tell me, girl, why you wanna be dissing? I tried to talk to you, but you're not listening. It's only natural for my love to be glistening. Baby, in my heart I know there's something missing. Since lately you keep on flipping. So listen keenly to what the singer singing.
Everyone falls in love sometimes. I don't know about you, but it ain't a crime.
It's not a crime, no time.
Everyone falls in love sometimes. I don't know about you, but it ain't a crime.
Hold on, question I ask. Tell me what you wanna, what you really wanna do. Tell me, baby girl, if your love is really true. Tell me what you wanna, what you really wanna do. Tell me, baby girl,